Yeah.
Treasure hunting is the best.
Yeah. I didn't expect anything to be of value, It's like
All
making
right.
my apartment cute.
I think we're live.
You're
I think we are. Yeah, I think we are. We're live. There we go. Excellent. Yeah, and I didn't change the chat. It had a option to put how much time you want in between comments or questions or anything like that. And hello. There we go. So yeah, I just left it open so that we can chat. And I'll take you around. So I'm going to give you a tour because as you can see, I am covered in paint still. And might as well just give you the tour. We finally cleared out the sofas out of this room. This will be the future dining room. Part of the floors are ripped up because there used to be carpet there. Believe it or not, I do believe they had pink 1990s carpet there. And then we've got the nice linoleum. And the rest of the floor is going to be ripped up tonight. They have to actually cut out the subfloor. And I've still got some excellent wallpaper that I have to try and figure out how to get off of there. I've got a steamer. I got to poke holes in it and try to steam that off. And this morning was all painting in my kitchen. So you can see there's some color. There's color popping up in there. And I've got my helper who's very good at climbing ladders. She actually climbed right to the top of a pretty big ladder that was in one of the rooms when we were painting. She came into the room and started climbing. She got all the way to the top and like sat down on everything. And I was like, you kidding me right now? And she just sat at the top of the ladder. And I'm like, all right, I guess I got to teach you how to get down too. Because otherwise you're just going to keep going. So, yeah. And if you want to see what everything looks like, because as you can see, the walls are just covered in spackle. There was a divider wall here in this room before. It's a good song. It's a good song. We got the living room furniture starting to come inside. And my parents dropped off a whole bunch of furniture. So we've got random chairs and tables. One of those lift up tables. Great for gaming and eating, but oh, I can't get it to go down right now. Ella was dancing on it yesterday, like it was a stage, and I heard a clink, and I'm like, oh, good. It's been here 30 seconds and it's probably already broken. And yeah, this is a huge room. I couldn't like when I first looked at this place, I was just kind of stumped by everything. And I was looking around like it feels really big, but it was really strange because again, the room was filled with pink carpet and it was a really dark color on the walls. And I'm like, I didn't really set in how big the room was until we actually got in here. But we've got beautiful views out the window. Like I just can't even begin. And yeah, we've got more furniture. Oh, come here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah. There you go. Oh, I think she wants more treats out of the freezer. Yeah, the other princess is sitting on the couch. I got my piano in here. But the piano needs a serious tuning. So we'll see. We'll see if I can get that done. The first time I had it tuned, it didn't go well. The guy needed to replace a string and he did, and it still sounded terrible after and it was twanging. So I'm like, oh, that's great. So I don't know how to find a really good piano tuner, but maybe now that we're a little further up Highland, there might be more options for that. But as you can see, I've been doing a lot of work every day while homeschooling my 5-year-old. And it's been a little bit tough here and there. And I think she's gotten a little bit annoyed with me sometimes because when I want to work, I just want to work. And I set her up with activities and I set her up with things to do, and she does them. And we still interact and all that stuff. But every now and then she wants to help. She wants to help with painting. She wants to help with what I'm doing. And there's only so many things she can help with. And I kind of told her to hit the bricks a few times, and I feel really bad about that. And I got too serious about what I was doing. And I could see it was making an impact on her, and I felt really bad. So when it came down to it, I told her one day, I sat her down and I said, look, when I get too serious, I want to have a word that you can say that we'll just stop being serious and we'll just smile and hug each other. And that word turned out to be pineapple. We picked pineapple. So when I'm getting into my work and I'm getting too serious and I'm like, I just want her to, like, everybody just leave me alone and just get my work done. And or if she's getting too serious, if she's getting too caught up with what she's doing, and or she just really wants something and that something just is impossible, because when you're 5, you just want what you want when you want it, and that's it. And I don't know if you guys dealt with a lot of 5-year-olds, probably. When they decide they want something, they want it. And that's it. Even if it's completely impossible in the moment, it's great to not tell them no, but to be like, yeah, we'll try, or that would be great. But when she gets too serious about it herself, I use the word pineapple. And we both just like drop the whole like disgruntled mean face or whatever panty knot we're in. And we just smile and we hug each other. And it's been a really important trigger that we're both using, and I've noticed her using it in some pretty serious situations where, you know, it's bedtime and she's pissed because I'm trying to get her to put on her pajamas and brush her teeth and do all that stuff, and she doesn't want to, and if she's throwing a fit about it, and if I get too mad at her about it, I say pineapple or she says pineapple. One of us seems to always be on the ball about it, and she says it, and we just stop. We just stop everything we're saying, everything we're doing, force a smile. And some people might be thinking, oh, you can't force a smile. You'd be surprised what happens to your body when you force a smile. It's really hard to do certain things um, when smiling and still be pissed about it. It doesn't work. So forcing a smile actually makes a big difference with what you're doing, especially when you're hugging. That double combination of hugging and smiling at the same time can melt away the harshest of moments and really take everything back. So I really recommend trying that. Pick your own word, or you can use pineapple. I don't care. Pineapples are great. Um, Pineapple, I was making pina coladas yesterday, and that's the other thing. I got to share my pina colada recipe, and maybe I'll do that on the next live. Maybe I'll go live on the other channel and just do recipes for you guys. My pina colada recipe, speaking of pineapples, with trigger words, but I put raw cashews, big chunk of pineapple, just some fresh pineapple, a can of coconut milk, some dates to sweeten it a little bit more, and I even threw in a banana as well, and some ice, and it was the best dang pina colada I've ever had. It was so good. It's so creamy. It's so rich, and it's extra sweet. And the girls are just like slaying on the couch right now, having the best time ever. That's great. So if it's loud in here, I'm sorry. Can you hear that? Oh, yeah. Anyway, um, not really. Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. They're just now that there's furniture in here, it doesn't echo quite as much, which is nice because it was really echoey before. And I plan on putting my drums in here and all of my guitars and an extra keyboard and all of that stuff. And I think my husband's kind of might be having like heart palpitations just thinking about that, because I know he's not the biggest fan of loud noises, drums, and things like that. He'll probably go the instruments are here. He doesn't even like it when I run the blender. But anyway, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be really, really great. But yeah, let me know if you end up trying that trigger word, and try it for anything. Anytime you find yourself getting in a tricky pickle with getting too serious about anything, if you have a friend, if you have maybe you could even take a specific word and print it out on a piece of paper and associate it with, becoming too serious, maybe print off a picture with it and put it up on your wall. Like if you're working by yourself or something like that, and you find yourself just getting too serious, have that be your trigger word. Pick one thing, pick a picture, and stick it up on your wall and use it that way. So when you see it, you remember to just say, like, oh, yeah, don't take life too seriously. 'Cause as soon as you do, you start to lose because it's the energy that you connect with that brings in the life that you are experiencing. And when you get too dang serious, when everything's too serious, when we get too rigid about what we're doing or what we have to do in a certain amount of time, then that's when shit starts to go bad. Things start to break, you mess up, or there's delays. It's really important to keep things light-hearted, humorous, and yeah, just smile more, hug more. Anyway, that's all I've got for you today. And let me know how it works. Come back and shoot me a message or comment and let me know if you come up with a trigger word for yourself to dissolve seriousness and have more fun and smile more. And thank you, ladies, for being here today with me with this. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you I'll let you know the next time I do a live for the recipes that I'm doing because there's so many good ones. And with these monkeys running around, it's hard to put together fancy videos with all the recipes, but I'm making them all the time anyway. So I might as well just go live and show you how easy it is to put food together, even when your kitchen is under renovation, even when you've got kids running around. It can be done. It can be done. You can have healthy, most delicious food, and I'll even put together a shopping list because I find that might be the hardest thing for a lot of people because they're like, oh, I don't have that in my pantry all the time. So there's a staples list of food that I put together on a shopping list that you can just order online from Organic Matters, omfoods.com. And that way you can always have these kinds of things at hand. And it makes it easier to do like several different recipes, all with the same sort of ingredients, just arranged in different ways. All right. Thanks again for being here. Love you, ladies. And yeah, we'll see you next time.